Hi everyone. In this video, I'll show you this fun fold Christmas tree card. If you'd like to use my Design Space files, check the description right under this video. There's a link for my Facebook group, and that's where I share all my files. I wanted to take a quick look at the Design Space file with you, just to mention a couple of things. We'll put that aside. You can see that I used a different color for the inside of my card. If you want to use the same pattern or same solid color that you use on the outside panel, you can very easily just select it and change the color. That's simple enough to do. I also find that this is really a fun card that you can use for a lot of occasions. So let me ungroup this. You can take away the Christmas trees and add something else. Say you're using it for a birthday card. You could add balloons or a birthday cake or whatever you like to decorate the top. And if you want to change the greeting, just right-click Unflatten. Remove the greeting that I have there. Select the one you want, select both together and flatten, and you're all set to use it for a different purpose. You can also change up these trees and use ornaments if you want. Layered ornaments would be cute too if you did something like that. So I'll just group these back together and put them here. And that's all I wanted to show you about the file. It's very simple. I also wanted to mention this is not an original card idea. It's something I saw multiple times on Pinterest, and it was always done with scissors and a scoreboard. So I thought I would make a Design Space file for it. I hope you'll enjoy it. So I'll switch to my overhead camera and we'll assemble this card. So here's the original card that I made. It's not difficult at all to assemble. I'm sure you can do it very easily. I did, after I took my original picture, I did take my red CRICUT pen and add little dots to this light colored tree in the center. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I think it would be cute if you had tiny rhinestones and you decorated the trees. Something like that would be really adorable. I did use the same cardstock for my next cut that I'm going to assemble, but when I loaded this into the machine, it cut on the lightest card of the paper, so it's just a little different from the white. So that's why I added the little red dots to it, just to show up a little more. I added a ribbon, which of course is optional. You could add a brad and then just rope a ribbon around it if you want a way to tie it. And on the inside, I just used two different colors and the white center, of course, to add your sentiment and your message. You can do like that. And I left the back plain. So not a difficult card to assemble. You'll see that it goes together really easily. These light teal colors that I used on the inside, you could use the pattern paper, the same pattern paper that you use on the outside if you wish. So let's go ahead and assemble this one. I already attached the trees, the layers on the trees, so it would be a little quicker for the video. This one has a little bit more color in it than the original one that I did in the center. So I used two different colors for the trees, but of course you can use three colors if you want. You can use polka dots or plaids or whatever pattern you want to. So that's our three trees. We have the half or the partial oval for the outside with my sentiment, the plaid for this panel, the pieces for the inside to cover the base of the card. We have our pieces for the inside and the white layer for the center. I added the white layer already to the center of it. So we'll just assemble. It's It's really not a difficult card to make. So if you're planning to make several, it'll go very fast. So we'll just add this on, hopefully straight. And we'll add on our center, our half or partial circle. I'm not being very careful with the adhesive. I'm sure if you're making it to gift it or send it, you'll be a lot more careful than I am adding your adhesive. There we go. So that's all there is to doing the inside of the card. Very easy. So if you're going to add a tie to it, you want to add it under the cardstock. You don't want it to be on top of the cardstock, because then you'll see the end of the ribbon sticking out on top of the cardstock, and that wouldn't be very good. So if I'm going to add it under the cardstock, you don't want to go too close to the edge with your adhesive because it will show. So I'm just going to add a little bit here that will be covered. And stick it on. And then we'll add our partial circle again to the outside. Make sure we don't add it upside down. And on this side, we're going to close it up, because when we add our ribbon, we want to make sure that we're putting it at the same height. So I'm just going to add it here. That should be the right height, and it is. Now we'll add our cardstock, our panel, on top of the ends of the ribbon so we don't see them. That's very sticky. Get this out of the way. Go. And now we can tie a nice bow in it, which I don't do very well. I'm not good at tying bows at all. There we go. Cut this a little shorter. Cut that a little shorter. Not a very nice bow, but it's a bow. Okay, and we need to add our trees. So we'll add the first one. I staggered them different heights. I thought it was more interesting that way. Just add some adhesive. There's one, and I'll add the lighter one. And I'll layer it on top just a little bit. The second. And the third I'll put here. So I have them at staggered heights. I think they're cute that way. we go. That's simple. So easy to do. I think it's a really pretty card. So I hope you're going to enjoy making these cards. Please post pictures if you do. I'd love to see them. And please feel free to change them up however you like. I'll be excited to see how you make them. Thank you for watching.